So should be pretty cool to see how they do. It's always nice to see different players and whatnot. So we're going to be moving on to Pathfinder as well. Pretty cool map for PvP. Pretty rare map to see these days. It did first appear in the 2010 Bacchus OSL, and it did appear again in the TVing OSL. I mentioned that Monday, but may as well mention it again. And pretty cool map overall. It's got very interesting map features. What we'll do is when I've got the, as a matter of fact, let's actually just bring this up now. Okay, so if we have a look at the matchup and the players and everything, and then we can actually go into the replay. I'll just discuss the map just a little bit, just so we've got that all going. But as you can see, for SK Bravo, it is going to be SadOldMan. He is a Protoss player. And for Red, it is going to be Fischei, also a Protoss. So PvP, as I said. Okay, and as I mentioned before, let's have a look at the map. The three mains are actually in a weird formation. They're kind of in the middle of the map. There's parts all around the bases. Third mineral only behind each of the mains. You can see one of them at 3 o'clock, one at 8 o'clock, I think, and the other one at 12. They're going to be mineral onlys. You also have the gas bases as well. Not many expansions on this map, so usually it will come down to who can take the other main and natural, because that is an extra 2 gas bases. But we could see a very, very long game here, but we may also see a lot of Reaver play. Let's actually hop into the next replay and we can find this out. So just going to get the replay ready for everybody, and then we can get going. Let's actually just bring myself back up onto the screen quickly, just while I finish the setup of the overlay, and we should be good to go. So, pretty cool game in the first instance there. Let's see how this one goes, and it should be a lot of fun. PvP I've certainly come to like a lot more recently. I hated PvP before, but I'm starting to appreciate how sort of good it is. But here we go. Let's actually get into the into the second game, sorry, and let's get going. Okay, so this time you can see a soul. Okay, yeah, this time, so in the bottom left corner, 7 o'clock position, we do have SK's SadOldMan. And his opponent in the bottom right, in the 5 o'clock position, it is Red's Fischei. So once again, we do have, of course, a PvP. SK are leading the series 1-0, so Fischei, can he pull it back for his team? Is SadOldMan going to take it for a very quick 2-0? It's going to be a little bit before we can find out. But we could see some very, very interesting strategies on this map. We could see Reavers, we could see DTs, we could see a 4-gate bust. There is so many different options on this map, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what the players do decide to go for. And SadOldMan is jealous / turbo, yes. I like calling him SadOldMan though, because it's a funny username, I've got to admit. But yeah, let's see exactly how this diversifies. Is it going to play out a lot like the last game, or is it going to be different? Dota, of course, didn't go for any upgrades, which should cost him dearly. Is Fischei going to make the same mistake, or is he going to be going for a better situation? We're about to find out, and hopefully it leads to a very good game. Disco Nexus. That is incredibly true. Now, one thing that Fischei doesn't have going for him is he is actually scouting in the wrong direction, so pretty good for SadOldMan here. That's going to give him a little bit of an advantage early on. Not really too much Fischei can do about that. It is one of the things. It's not so bad in PvP, but in CVC especially, it can be a very, very huge boon. PvP, of course, information very important. Same with any mirror matchup. But it looks like SadOldMan, in relation to scouting the fact there is only one gateway, is going to go for a Cybernex core. Looks like they are going to be going for mirror builds here as well. Going to use the Cybernex core to actually help with his gas mining. Going to make it a little bit more efficient. We don't see SadOldMan doing the same thing. It's a little bit harder to do in this position, but he's going to try and use a pylon for the same purpose. So not too bad. We still don't have a scout going in for Fischei. It's going to take him a little bit to get there. Looks like, I'm not sure if he was scouting for a proxy or if he was just misclicking. But SadOldMan, certainly with the information advantage right now, going to be able to react a little bit better to what's going on. Usually people's game plans don't revolve around copying what their opponent's doing, but I have seen a situation where a player has literally mirror builded the other player, but ever so slightly behind, because they basically just scouted everything and copied it immediately. But I don't think we'll see that this game. Looks like they are just planning on going mirror builds anyway. Fischei's scout finally in the base. Interesting divergence here. It looks like SadOldMan did not actually add a Zealot, whereas Fischei did. So the first Dragoon will be out a little bit sooner, making it a little bit easier to be more aggressive, and it's going to allow him to chase the probe away a little bit quicker as well. So the Goon is out, Fischei's probe immediately runs away. Wow, the Dragoons do 20 damage, don't they? Yeah, 2 shots from a Dragoon should kill a probe, but with the 1 shield they get, it actually keeps it alive. What the heck? I'm gonna ignore chat right now because there is stuff that I do not want to be reading. Mods. But here we go. We do have a robotics facility coming up for SadOldMan, and in Fischei's base, we also have a robotics facility, but it's a lot further behind. We actually see 100 health on the building's difference, and it looks like Fischei sending another probe around. I'm not sure if this is actually the same probe. Did the Dragoon get the kill? No, it didn't. So it is the same probe. Didn't take any hull damage. Just going to scout around. Continue to be annoying. And I am not in a prison. But here we go. Looks like Fischei is moving across. He's just going to be scouting around, seeing what he can see. Pylon coming up to help scout for any drops coming in from that angle. Very important to do. Goon range is on the way. Are we going to see... I'm 100% sure actually we're going to see Reavers here, but we should see a robotic support bay coming up for both players very, very soon. Even going to hide it. There we go, robotic support bay is going up for SadOldMan. Where is the support bay for his opponent? Looks like they're going to even mirror the positions, but it's sort of like an inverse mirror. Like if you think you got the mirror there, the bottom of the base. And here we go, it looks like actually an observatory and a robotic support bay at the same time. Meanwhile, only a support bay for SadOldMan. So SadOldMan playing with a little bit more confidence. He doesn't believe he needs to worry about any DTs. He's got a good scout out. He knows that his opponent was going for that all-important robo. So it should make him a little bit more confident here. Gonna skip the observatory, save himself a little bit of extra money. Allow him to expand a little bit quicker as well if he so chooses to. But here we go. Looks like we actually had a big purchase going down for SadOldMan. He's not actually added anything too big. Looks like he's going to start to add Reavers. He's got the Reaver. I think that shuttle speed upgrade there. I wonder if it looks like Fischei is going to avoid doing that for now. Of course, he did build the observatory, so that does delay things like that a little bit longer. There is, of course, a little bit of a gas involved in the observer. Now, as you can see, Fischei is almost certain that SadOldMan is going to be getting his own observers. He's being so tentative, so cautious, just to make sure he doesn't lose anything. Losing your first observer is such a huge boon in PvP, as it does delay either a second Reaver or another shuttle or something like that, as you do have to use the build time. We do have a pylon coming up at the natural expansion. Meanwhile, Fischei is going to go to expand. Is this going to turn out to be a mistake? We're about to find out. We do have an observer moving in. It's going to scout the shuttle leaving the base, so he knows he needs to actually pull some units back, and here we go. Looks like we do have the Dragoons moving back into position to try and defend against this. Not really sure what's actually going to happen here, but here we go. The shuttle is on the way for SadOldMan. It's going to come in from the south side. We don't actually have a shuttle available yet for Fischei. He's actually going to move his Reaver at the front. Now, where is the units in defense? He only has 2 Dragoons here. This could be quite dangerous. Looks like we do have that shuttle moving around still. We should have a shuttle coming in for Fischei, which will make it a little bit easier to defend this. But with no expansion coming up, he's actually adding cannons at the front. I think he thinks there's DTs coming. He did skip observatory. Looks like we still don't actually have an observatory, but here we go. Oh, this could be big. Can he get it? Looks like he's going to be so close. The Reaver's dropped. How many kills can he get? Oh, a big Scarab, only getting 4 though, and the shuttle has died, so this is going to go down, but really, really big Scarab there as well, taking out a lot of probes, and really, really nicely done by SadOldMan there. He did trade his Reaver and his shuttle though, so necessarily that wasn't the best of trades. We are going to see the shuttle moving in soon for Fischei. Looks like he actually went for 2 Reavers first, going to try and defend a frontal push rather than anything else. And here we go. Looks like we still do not have an observatory coming up for SadOldMan. No expansion either. Oh, actually, I tell a lie, the expansion is about halfway done. But Fischei is actually going to have the advantage. He will have a second Nexus producing probes at a quicker speed than SadOldMan will. So even though he's lost some probes, he's very close in supply. He's going to be able to get up in supply quickly. 3 gateways for Fischei. We're only going to have 2 gateways for now, a third one on the way as well. But Fischei is slowly going to find himself going ahead, and here we go. The Reaver has been picked up. Now actually picking up both Reavers at the same time. Going to send a Zealot instead. Wants to make sure he keeps one of the Reavers back at home just to defend. But the important thing for Fischei is he does have this Observer. I don't think SadOldMan can see that. It's just out of range of the cannons. But that's going to allow him to actually see everything that's coming out of SadOldMan's base, and that's going to give him a lot of confidence. We actually have more pylons going up around the edge of the base. SadOldMan could actually be playing a very dangerous game here. There's only 2 Dragoons in the back of the base. There's no cannon actually in the mineral line. So this Reaver could do a lot of damage. We actually have the 1 Reaver and the Zealot moving down now. It looks like Fischei actually just going to queue up some probes, wants to make sure while he's microing his Reavers, he's not missing any probe production. A very, very cool tactic that he can actually use. And here we go, this is a very important moment. He's pulled his Observer away from the natural. He sees how little defense there is, but SadOldMan noticed something. He's moving his Dragoon back as well. We finally have a Citadel coming up for him as well, but Fischei not moving in. I'm very, very surprised by this, but we'll have to keep an eye on the minimap, just making sure. But here we go, another shuttle coming in. It's got another Reaver in. Are we going to see shuttles going in at the same time? This could be a dangerous game. Fischei does not see it skirting above the edge of the natural, but he's going to have to be careful. The Reaver has dropped in the main. Huge Scarab going down on the workers. Can't see how many kills it's got. And while this is happening, SadOldMan cannot harass himself. He cannot afford to lose any Reavers, but bugged out Scarab there. But here we go, 6 kills. How many more kills can it get? Picks it up, loses the shuttle. So he is going to lose the Reaver, and this mineral formation is not good for this poor Reaver. It does not know how to shoot any Scarabs. Look at that. Another dud Scarab. But here we go. Looks like we're going to have some counter-aggression from the Reaver, from SadOldMan. There is only 1 Reaver. 3 kills so far. Can it get any more? Another huge Scarab picks it up at the last possible second. Gonna fly it out of there as well. And both of them trading blows quite efficiently. But SadOldMan is slowly getting a supply lead here. He hasn't lost his shuttle. He didn't lose his Reaver, so that's a very, very big bonus for him. And Fischei is going to slowly start to creep out onto the map. And looks like we will actually have the... Where is the shot with the Reaver? I think he's moved it back to actually get some shields, but not really... I can't actually find it, but 3 Reavers are in play now for SadOldMan. This is going to be pretty good. He's dropped off the damage Reaver as well. 7 kills on that guy. He's going to go home to his family. Be pretty happy with himself now. Are Reavers like little robots or are they little dudes? I'm not really too sure, but it doesn't matter. He's got a family. I've just made that up in the headcanon. 4 gateways now for Fischei against the 4 gateways of SadOldMan. So both of them quite mirrored in what they're doing. We do have the Templar Archives though coming up for both players. Actually, the Templar Archives finished first for Fischei, and this is going to go into a little bit of a passive game here. Not really too much else to say. We do have the shuttle moving across now with a... Oh my god, SadOldMan, come on. Don't do this. Choba's so BM. But yeah, here we go. It looks like we've got... Well, is he serious? Does he think he's that far ahead? Like, I don't get it. Oh, but is this probe going to ski this? It does. It sees the shuttle. And this could actually be quite dangerous. He's flying in another Reaver. Is he going into the wrong place though? This is the wrong neighborhood for him to... Oh, okay, there's an OBS. Fair enough. Ah, I thought he was telling his opponent to leave. I thought it was being... I thought he was being BM. Oh my god, they must have been getting a little bit of lag now. But here we go. Oh no, this is so bad. Fischei needs to be careful. He pulls away at the last possible second, but that is a very dangerous place for his shuttle to be in. Can it actually get away? Shuttle speed is done. But this Dragoon is going to do a lot of damage. I think it's one more hit and that would actually go down. So really, really lucky that he actually got that away. He needs to pull that up towards his main base very, very shortly. Or that could go down, so needs to be careful. Looks like we actually have SadOldMan going to try and take the other main. A little bit greedy, but you know what? It may actually work. And I do appreciate that Fischei is going for this DT, going to try and do something. But he does know there's cannons here. So this is a bit of a questionable decision, I think. Maybe it would have been better to go into Storm, go into High Templar, and maybe take it to the later game. But are we going to see either player really go for any attacks? SadOldMan, staying with a 10 supply lead, has done for quite a while. It looks like the DT is actually just going to check for an expansion. But neither player really wants to attack each other. I don't think there's actually any upgrades coming from either player. No upgrade on that forge. Do we actually... Yeah, okay, so we do have upgrades coming up for SadOldMan. It's actually going to be 2-1. So 2-1 upgrades. Yeah, definitely 2-1 upgrade. Oh, sorry, 2-0 upgrades. This could be a very, very similar situation to what we saw Rota in, where if he falls too far behind in upgrades, it doesn't matter how much army you have. Maybe you can deal some significant damage with storms, but they are going to be completely mirrored. And there is 3 Reavers over here. This is going to be so hard to push into. And we have another Observer coming out. Is it going to be sniped? This is going to be a pretty big moment. Yes, it is. Reaver is sniped. Of course, there is a shuttle with 2 Reavers here as well, but it is very low on health, so he's going to have to be very careful. Now, what is the reaction of SadOldMan going to be? He does know that the army is pushing in. There's actually 1 storm here, so that's going to be enough to do a decent chunk of damage. But Fischei is still really not sure what he wants to do. He's trying to expand and attack at the same time. And if you've ever seen any of Day9's older videos, this is not something you really want to plan on doing. SadOldMan does have the supply lead. He has the tech lead for now. There is actually a storm lead here as well, so he needs to be very, very careful. But SadOldMan is pushing himself into a corner. Here we go, some nice storms going down, actually blanketed across a lot of units, while the High Templar actually just stood directly at the front. This is an incredibly close engagement. Units from both sides, but the Reaver Scarabs from the top, they're going to be doing a lot of damage, and I think SadOldMan maybe just has too much. Looks like a really nice storm. They're getting 4 Dragoons at the bottom. The Reaver's still alive at the top. A storm does go down on them. Gets one of them. Is there enough units? There's so much blue goo absolutely everywhere. All the Dragoons have died. And it looks like SadOldMan has won the engagement? No, he hasn't. He's lost all of his Reavers. There's only 2 Dragoons left against the 2 Reavers and the 2 Dragoons. But I'm not sure Fischei wants to really push in here. He's got his 3rd base up. He's saturating it. He's adding more gateways. There's now up to 6 gateways in the main for him. Going to be 6 gateways as well. 5 gateways for... Wait. Yeah, so 6 gateways for both of them. Both of them looking to try and expand. We've actually got pylons just scouting out for any hidden bases or anything like that. And genuinely, I have no idea who really won that engagement. Fischei, though, is now ahead in supply. And that's the first time he's been ahead in supply for a very, very long time. But I think I just heard something pick up. Oh, okay, he's actually just going to pick up some Zealots and some High Templar. This is one of the other major things you can do in PvP. Storm drops are very, very strong. There is a lot of incredibly clumped up workers here. Is this Storm drop going to hit its mark? It looks like that pylon is actually going to go down. And it doesn't look like Chobo or SadOldMan is actually ready to defend this. He needs to be careful, though. This could be a huge storm. He needs to drop the High Templar, though. Oh, a huge storm! Another huge storm as well. 8 kills, 7 kills, 15 worker kills. That could be the thing that finally turns the tide. But with no storm... Oh, if he could have stormed this natural as well, that would have been absolutely incredible. But the shuttle does get away. It's got both Templar inside. Does SadOldMan see this? No, he doesn't. If he had an observer, he could actually snipe this fairly easily, but really, really nice storm drops. And I am actually really glad I got to see those, because one of the things I wanted to put in the intro video was a storm drop. and I've got one, so that's really cool. But here we go, looks like both of them going to play a little bit more passive. SadOldMan somehow taking the supply lead again. He does have a lot of units, not as many workers though, so kind of surprising that he did actually manage to do that. The Shoal and the Zealots look like they're going to be coming home. Or maybe not. The trouble SadOldMan has is he needs to take a third base. This is a much longer PvP than we saw last time, and even with the supply deficit and the upgrade deficit, we actually had we have 3-0 coming up for SadOldMan, by the way, against just the 1-0 of his opponent. Going to be 2-0 coming up for him as well. I think this is Kadar and Amulet to give Templar more Storm, but I can never remember what the Templar icons are. Yeah, the big thing, as Rota just put out in chat, SadOldMan only really has Zealots and Dragoons, so while he does have a supply advantage, in a straight up engagement, oh, this could be a huge Storm drop. Can he get the Storms off? The probes have been pulled, a whiffed Storm though! Oh, a little bit unfortunate there, doesn't get nearly as many probes as he could have done. It looks like SadOldMan is planning to not expand. Oh, here we go, Storm drop here. Just about catches it, but I must have missed the other Templar. But oh well, both the Templar do go down. We have a probe scouting out that there is a third base mining. He's going to be able to see that this has been up for a while as well. And blue dots on this map are a pain to see. And here we go, looks like SadOldMan going to try and move out on the map. He's going to be mined out very shortly from his main. Interestingly, he's going for this mineral only, not going to go for the gas base. A very, very questionable decision given the fact that Fischei is severely ahead in the gas unit count at the moment. He's got 2-0. Of course, 3-0 should be moving up for SadOldMan. When is it going to finish? Is he actually pushing an anti-timing? It looks like he is. This is seconds before his 3-0 is done. This is the worst time he could possibly engage. But a nice Storm does go up on the top. Nice Storm at the bottom as well. Nice Storm on top of the Reavers. Getting one of them actually. No, actually it does get away, but really, really nice engagement so far by SadOldMan, but he's so far down in supply. Reavers worth their weight in gold here, but somehow SadOldMan just has about enough units to push through. But with more Zealots moving in from behind, is this going to be the thing that turns the tide? Is Fischei going to be able to finally push through SadOldMan? +3 is finally done, and with reinforcements coming in, this battle does not look like it's going to be ending anytime soon, but this is a huge conga line of Zealots moving in. Is this going to be too much for SadOldMan to handle? He's got nothing but Dragoons right now. No Zealots, no Archons, no Storm. And these Zealots look like they're trying to check for this third base that doesn't actually exist. The third base for some reason is at the mineral only. But that's actually going to help SadOldMan here. It is a little bit further away. Going to be a lot harder for Fischei to actually attack that. Okay, this is questionable. He's actually going to take the mineral only up here when he has a mineral only right here that he could take. But you know what? Maybe he just wants to mine out the other side of the map, just making sure there's not too much going on. Finally, we do see the probes transferring over to the right base. And that's going to be pretty good for him. It looks like we do actually have an observer here. Is it going to be sniped? No observer, strangely enough, out for Fischei anywhere, actually. He even has a Templar up here with Storm. It looks like the, oh yeah, the shot went down over here, didn't it? Just sort of army jostling at the moment, not really planning to do too much. Now, one thing you can do in any matchup is actually put your siege units up here, so in this case Storm, and you can storm this small choke and get to make it very, very hard to actually push in. But Fischei with a huge supply lead now, he's got the money to back this up as well. His natural, where he lost, I think he lost quite a lot of probes there. His natural isn't really mined out, his third isn't mined out, he's getting a fourth base. And this is just too much, I believe, for SadOldMan to handle now. He's adding on some DTs, trying to see what he can do with them. But this is probably the longest PvP I've ever casted. Part of it is due to the fact that it's a cool map, but here we go. Looks like we actually have something floating into the main. It's 2 observers. But here we go with so many units pushing in for Fischei. Can SadOldMan hold on? Looks like Fischei doesn't want to fight into the choke. Gonna be a little bit dangerous to do that. We actually have one of the observers going down to a cannon. So a really nice cannon usage there, just making sure one of the observers goes down. The second one nearly died as well, so DTs would have been incredibly powerful. Actually adding on an extra pylon, I thought it was a cannon for some reason. No additional tech really from either player. Going to be a little bit harder to tech up from here. We may see some Dark Archons. 2-1 upgrades for our orange player, and here we go. This is a big moment. Can he actually snipe some of the Templar? Looks like he's going to. One is down. He cannot engage this army though with the DTs. He will just lose them. Or he's going to get another one. 2 Templar snipes with the DTs. Very, very strong moves. Going to have to move away though. Observers in position. Really, really nice usage of the Dark Templar though. 3 attack is done. Do we actually have 3-1? Yes, we do. 3-1 is about to finish. What is the status of Fischei's upgrades? He's added a second forge, but isn't actually double upgrading on both of them. But Fischei is getting an insurmountable position right now. He's going to add on a 5th base as soon as he has the money to after this next macro round, it seems. And both players still trying to jostle for position in the middle. Looks like the army composition is kind of matching up now. It's slowly becoming more and more favourable for SadOldMan when he does have the upgrade advantage. Not sure whether or not he's going to go into shield upgrades after this, but there is a much, much bigger army for Fischei. Now, the problem Fischei may have is Fischei does not actually have that many Dragoons. It's mostly all Zealots. And Zealots get completely obliterated by Storm and Archons, but it looks like this could be the final fight of the game. We do have 3-1 done now for both players, so the upgrade advantage has gone. There's no upgrade advantage now for SadOldMan, and SadOldMan is going to trap himself in his third, it looks like. Both players still trying to jostle for position. Looks like we have some more units coming in, but this could be a very, very big engagement. Actually baiting some of the Zealots away. Going to be a nice little pickup for him. He can actually go and storm the army. It looks like he's going to. SadOldMan is going to pull the trigger. He's going in. What are the storms going to be like? 1 storm does go down, 2 storms. Storms on both sides. I'm losing my voice. But such great storms by SadOldMan. Fischei is plummeting in supply, and despite the army composition advantage earlier going to Fischei, SadOldMan is annihilating the army here, but no! It looks like the tables have turned. It's only Dragoons against Archons. Who is going to win the engagement? It looks like SadOldMan is going to come out on top. There's no more storms left. And somehow, SadOldMan gets the perfect engagement, the perfect storms, and will actually gain position back on the map. He has the supply advantage. A lot of the supply for Fischei is going to be in workers as well. And man, this could be a very, very decisive counter-attack. He's going to take out this 5th base. He could take out the 4th base as well. There's no units to defend this now. What is Fischei going to do? How can he defend his extra bases? With the 4th base coming up for SadOldMan now, he's slowly getting more and more even on supply. But here we go. There's going to be another Templar drop actually down here on the 3rd base. This could be very, very powerful. But needs to be careful. He may lose the Templar out the shuttle. He gets it, but the probe's pulling away immediately. And here we go. Looks like here we have the units coming to defend. But SadOldMan is already sending his units away. We actually have a DT attacking the Zealots here. They're actually going to get a decent number of kills. But with no unit. Wow, actually SadOldMan has lost a lot of probes. Oh, they will just transfer. That's fine. But here we go. Looks like SadOldMan is trying to press his advantage as best he can. Even a probe here to tank some of the shots. Going to try and take that base himself, I believe. With the fact he's got the DTs there defending it, should be in a fairly strong move. But SadOldMan has the bank advantage. He needs to be spending his money a little bit more. He can actually add another gateway now, I believe. And it looks like we actually have 3-2 upgrades for Fischei. 3-1 though to SadOldMan. So if this game goes on long enough, Fischei may actually be able to bring this back. It looks like he is going to take this base himself. It was barely... I don't actually think he started mining here yet. Mainly with a couple of probes, but he was transferring the probes as it got taken down. So Fischei is 20 supply down. Looks like this game is still going to go on for quite a little bit. Oh, here we go. Looks like we've got Zealots moving in. Just while I took a drink, here they come in. They're going to try and take down the cannons. This is going to be a little bit of a boon to Fischei, but losing no probes is going to be good for him. He only takes out 3 cannons. That was a very questionable cannon decision. Went down almost immediately. Oh, with all the... Oh, wow. Can he actually get... Can he get the Nexus? The units are all bugged out. I don't think he can save his Nexus. It's going to be so close. If he loses Nexus, it's huge. And he gets it. The Dragoon's bugging out. Oh, oh my god. Oh no. Oh, man. They're all stuck. He's got the ramp bug on a flat map, and that... oh boy, that's got to be bad for SadOldMan. He cannot be happy here, and SadOldMan is going to lose his other expansion as well. SadOldMan is cut off from mining any bases. And the Dragoon pathing, killing SadOldMan in this game, I think. I don't think... like, this is just a Zealot army. Just focus down the Nexus. You don't need to kill the units. He's going to get this Nexus as well. The Templar moving up here on their own. They're going to go down to the DT. Looks like we're going to have some of the Zealots taken out. But how is SadOldMan going to expand again? This is... oh, man. I feel so bad for SadOldMan after that. There wasn't really too much he could do. All of his units getting stuck at the choke. DT killing all the High Templar there. Really, really nice moves. Zealots coming in. Going to take out the 5th base for SadOldMan. DT actually going to move around, going to go immediately into a cannon and die. DTs are powerful, but not that powerful, man. And SadOldMan has now lost his supply lead. He's not mining from any bases. He's actually having a long distance mine. And oh man, SadOldMan victory. Pulled from the clutch of defeat here. Fischei coming back in, but this could be a very, very good move from SadOldMan. Going to cut off all of the Zealots that have killed all of his Nexuses. And is this going to be enough? Looks like we have a very, very small army. SadOldMan could actually still win this. He's pushing across with his units now. Fischei is only mining off of the mineral onlys and his 3rd gas base. So there is still a decent amount of money being bought in for Fischei as soon as the units... oh no, the Zealots in the probe line. This could be so huge. The final probes off SadOldMan are going down. This is a do-or-die situation for SadOldMan. Can he win the engagement? The Archons showing how powerful they are. 3-3 is done against 3-2. And Dragoons are not going to cut it against this many Zealots. He's going to try and move back. The Nexus has actually gone down. And I believe SadOldMan, due to an... is going to be a very, very sad old man after this game. And GG! Fischei wins the game and brings the series 1-1.